Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our third Ecosocialism 101 workshop. My name is Chris Blankenhorn. I am a former Green Party of the United States National Co-Chair, the Secretary of the Illinois Green Party, and served as the Social Media and Tech Director for the Howie, Hawkins, Angela Walker campaign in 2020. These 101 workshops are a recurring monthly series that we are doing at the Green Socialist Organizing Project. Every 3 months, we repeat the same series of workshops over and over. The goal is to, provide a baseline political education on 3 organizing areas that we think are important to our work. We are the Green Socialist Organizing Project, so we cycle through Green Party 101, Socialism 101, Organizing 101, and then we do it all again. Every month we update, every month we adjust a little. These are typically very long workshops, and we're trying to get them shorter. The reality is it's just a huge, talking about socialism, fitting it into an hour is very, very difficult. Same thing with something like organizing. So bear with us if we go a little long. We will be taking questions from the chat. So if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or anything like that, you can put questions as we go into your comment section under the live stream, and Garrett and I will either grab them as we go if they fit, or we'll get to a good stopping point and go and address questions. But we will take questions as we move along. The last 2 eco-socialisms we did, we spent a lot of time talking about what capitalism is, because you kind of have to have an understanding of the system that we live in now, and how what we're talking about with eco-socialism differentiates from it. So the last 2 times we've done this workshop, we have kind of bogged down in that earlier part of talking about what capitalism is. We're going to try to speed through that this time and spend a little more time on the socialism side of things. But understanding capitalism is essential to understanding eco-socialism, especially if you want to understand how they're fundamentally different. So that said, if you want to see a deeper dive into the beginning of this workshop, if Garrett and I get running and you're like, man, I really wish we would have, spent a little more time talking about some of the stuff on those early slides, you can go check out our previous ones. We have all of our previous workshops at greensocialist.net/101s. You can see the slideshows that we used for them. You can watch the video. You can listen to it in podcast form. So we've got all of those, able to be gone back and looked over. So that's kind of how the major tweaks of this third session is going to be that we're going to speed through the front end a little and spend more time on the back end of the workshop. So like I said, my name's Chris Blankenhorn. I'm a former Green Party of the United States co-chair, Illinois Green Party secretary, and was the social media and tech director for the Hawkins Walker campaign in 2020. Joining me is Garrett Wasserman, and I will let Garrett introduce themselves, and then Garrett will kind of roll us into the workshop.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Hi, everyone. I'm Garrett Wasserman, and I am a current Green Party of the United States Steering Committee co-chair, as well as a longtime member of the Green Party of Pennsylvania, where I live. I've worked on a number of different projects and campaigns and teams and whatnot in Pennsylvania, including our ballot access team in Pennsylvania, which, excitingly, we can say that the Green Party's on the ballot in Pennsylvania this year. Yay! So we have a candidate for governor and lieutenant governor and U.S. Senate, plus 2 state house candidates in the Pittsburgh area. So, if you're in Pennsylvania or you know anyone in Pennsylvania, check it out. Quick little plug, right? What is it? Greenslate2022.com. So, So without any further ado, this is our eco-socialism workshop, and as Chris pointed out, there's a lot of material to it, which means we have to compress a lot of things. We have to maybe skip over a lot of things. There's a lot of detail and nuance and whatnot that we unfortunately can't get to tonight. But we welcome your questions. If you have any questions or thoughts or just comments about which parts of this presentation you think are the most interesting, and you'd like to see more follow-up either today or in future sessions, let us know.
Yeah, and one thing I will, preface this workshop in saying, Socialism 101 is a huge topic, and we're coming at it, as it's titled, Ecosocialism 101, but we're coming at it from a bottom left perspective. We're coming at it from the orientation that the Green Party comes from, because we're the Green Socialist Organizing Project, right? There are absolutely other interpretations. There are absolutely other, important views and theories on what is socialism. If they are excluded from this one, it's not necessarily because, we don't find value in them. It's just the orientation that we're coming from. And I'll also kind of add in, because it got brought up in a conversation I was having with someone earlier. I like Garrett and I as a team on this, because Garrett comes from a more Bookchin municipalist background, and I come from a more Marxist bottom left and com background. So Marx will not, even though we're doing the bottom left, green perspective, Marx won't be left out. I won't let that happen.
No.